Okay, guitar friend, question number one. Do you like this style of playing? You don't have to, but if you dig this sound, I'm going to give you a crash course today in exactly what I'm doing, because it's just one thing over and over again. And you already know most of this, maybe all of it. But today, I'm going to get you putting all the pieces together. Because we're talking about suspensions, my guitar friend. That's right, suspensions add dimension to your playing, and they're a surefire way to get you adding fills when you don't even need to be thinking about a fill. You just need to be aiming at these little pieces of the chords that we know are called triads. But guess what? It's not just about that sus4 chord you learned around the campfire or free fallin'. It's great. That's great. We're going to take these beautiful decorations on regular major and minor triads, and we're going to spell them out in a way that gives you new firepower to improve your solos and just make everything tasty. Buckle up, grab your guitar. Let's go. We're starting right now. This progression right here, E. So E, sus4, and then resolve. A, sus4. Some of these chords you probably know. Here's that B bar chord that's that same shape as the A, and then back down there. But look at what happens if we have that sus4. You could take that same shape up here. So that'd be your first step, is to just move these shapes all over the neck and using the open positions so you don't have any hiccups. Then we might go to a different shape like this one, the little triangle version of the E chord, and then go to a nearby version of the A, then go up to the B. You get the idea. What you're going to want to do is go through each of these chord shapes that you already know and break them up into smaller pieces. That's where it gets interesting. So let me just break that down further for you so you have the whole map of the world. Don't worry, it gets simpler. I'll walk you through this. This, my friends, is just a C chord. Boom, sprinkled across in a bunch of different colors. And we might know this open cowboy chord, easy peasy. We might know that as a C sus4. That's what I'm getting at. We're just extracting the goodies in here. So let's look at the top three strings. Strings 1, 2, 3. Let's go over here. 1, 2, 3. Just play that, and then you've got that suspension, and then now you got the resolution. Now we go down to the next set of strings. Strings 2, 3, 4. Right there. We're looking for where the third is. That's that third. We just go up 1 fret to the 4 and then back down. That's a beautiful movement of just like, the moment you spell this out or arpeggiate it, it gets really nice and lyrical. It sounds like, these sorts of parts sound like the intros to songs or hooks that are built in. Go down one more set of strings, 2 strings, let's see, 5, 4, 3 or 3, 4, 5. Starts to make sense that we're just taking this chord that we know, breaking it up into chunks, and each one of these little clusters of 3 is that movable shape. So right here, that's what we'd be moving around when we go, right? So you're acquiring each one of these little special power-ups each time you go down into these triads. And these low ones often get overlooked. They're beautiful, right? Okay, so those are the 4 different string sets. Boom, 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 in that one position right there. You can learn that. Some of those I'm sure you already know. This next shape here starts off looking like it's based off of the A shape of a major chord, because it is, but then it mingles into the G shape down there. That's just how the cookie crumbles, and I'll show you why. Top 3 strings to get that sus4. You notice as far as the muscle memory and the hand position, I tend to move my elbow towards my body so that scoots my pinky in position so it can slide up. It'll feel awkward at first, but if you have everything like this and you're just hoping your pinky can scoot up, it'll be too much tension and you might not get there. Versus if you turn your hand and your elbow helps to guide your hand this way, your pinky will be able to reach out further and just comfortably go back and forth there. You want to have that move. That's that. Beautiful. Next string set down, 2, 3, 4. That's that easy 3 in a row. And that gives us this. We probably know that one. If not, now you do. Now we go the next 3 strings down. We've got this kind of beautiful Hendrix area, but that's that triad right there, sus4, and then resolve, and we go one more set down. That one's a bit of a stretch, but it's nice. Whenever you need it, you got it. Let's go to this last group here, mostly based off of that that E shape there, and then it kind of shifts into, you don't even need to analyze exactly which cage shape. You just got to follow your ear and notice that you've got a triad there. You just raise the third by a fret and then resolve it. Triad there, raise the third, resolve. We've got a dog in the background, potato scratching. We just fed them. Everyone's digesting, resting, digesting. Okay, so that's your map of the world. Screenshot that if you need to, and that will give you, believe it or not, it seems like a lot, but for those that can't sleep at night unless they have mapped the entire set of all the colors of all the choices, this is it. For the major triads, this is all 12 of them, right? Yeah, there's 3 sets of 4. It's only 12, not that many. And then you've got now these suspensions. So even if I were to do, let's see if I just do a 1-chord vamp, which is just sort of like a looping C chord. Let's see if I do that like that movement is beautiful. So you're playing something that is very chordal. It also has a bit of a riff quality. And immediately sits well in the mix, as we might say. Like if you're playing with other instruments, this is going to be a very catchy sound. For songwriters, you're going to love this as a jumping off point. I'm convinced that when Jeff Lynne and Tom Petty sat down and I don't know if they played it in E, but that's how I would play it at the bars. But when they were writing their first song together, as you probably know, it went on to become that amazing hit song, but that was a feature song on Full Moon Fever, the first time that Tom Petty and Jeff Lynne were working together. Jeff Lynne was producing him. Jeff Lynne from ELO fame, by the way, if you didn't know. That vamp, that just kind of like holding down the sort of the sound, that suspension and that release, I think was a really great backdrop where they were probably trying to figure out what the collaboration was going to be like, and they probably needed a great opening line and melody, and they sure got it. I won't play any more because obviously copyright, yada, yada. But suspensions can do that. They can give you a little bit of a lift and a resolution. That's all I wanted to show you. That's it. That's all I wanted to show you in this video. There is plenty more that I have about suspensions. I get into minor suspensions and all these beautiful things, and I'll show you that. Okay, let's talk about the minor ones real quick. I decided to make this video longer because you can handle it, but this is just a little tidbit for the road. That's a D minor, right? Just the top 3 strings of a D minor, and that pinky right there is grabbing the 4. So it's going to look like a little bit further of a reach because you're going from a flat third, right? There's that minor third. Now we're reaching up to the 4. And this, like, I've asked people, what does this sound like? I was trying to remember what song this sounds like. And somebody said it sounds like Cold as Ice. Does that be like Journey? And then it also sounds like Reach Out, I'll Be There. Da, 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 da. It also sounds like Black Magic Woman, like that. It's those notes that really grab your ear. So go through these triads and you'll find that you've probably already been playing licks like that. In fact, we'll jam our way out on that. If you like this style of teaching, I guide my members through workouts just like this, just about every day of the week. In fact, we finished the whole week working on suspensions, sus4, sus2, and all these beautiful ways to spice up your solos and your chords. Come join us. You get 2 weeks free. My membership is all about trying it before you buy it. I want you to be happy. The link is in the description. You know the deal. She's a good girl, loves suspensions.